Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's been a few weeks, but today is Fragrance Friday, and I'm so happy to be sharing some of my favorite fragrances for summer, which happens to be my favorite season of the year. When I think of summer, I think of those long, hot sunny days when the sun sets around 8:30. You've spent all day lounging by the pool, hanging out with friends on the patio, barbecuing, beach days, summer vacations. So many fond memories attached to summer, and the fragrances that we're going to talk about today capture that essence in a bottle. So as I rotate all of my scents, the way I usually do seasonally, these will be the fragrances that I begin to grab most often. These just arrived yesterday, so it's kind of perfect timing, proof that you can absolutely buy anything on Amazon. I just randomly searched for blotter cards, and sure enough, they have these little fragrance sticks. So today I will be spraying the fragrance on one of these instead of struggling to find surface area on my body, which never works. Now I'm very familiar with all of these fragrances. I own them. I love them. If you are shopping for a new fragrance, I recommend narrowing down your choices to maybe 5 or 6, and even that's kind of a lot. If you smell more than that, you're gonna have fragrance fatigue. Nothing's going to stand out and you're just going to be confused. Once you pick out 1 or 2 that you think you really love, you have to smell the dry down on your skin after a few hours. See how it lasts on you, if it works with your body chemistry. You're only going to know if it's truly right for you once you've sprayed it on your skin. Now, if you're lost, I recommend taking your favorite fragrance, look up the notes, and that way when you go shopping, if there's somebody who can assist you, you can let them know the types of fragrances that you generally lean towards, and then they can probably point you in the right direction. Maybe pick out a couple fragrances for you to try. The first summer fragrance I have here to talk about is Sun Saint from Penrose. This fragrance is summer in a bottle. And it's one of a few that I don't even consider to be a risky blind buy. I mean, if you like the sound of these notes, you are going to love this fragrance. I picked up the little travel, but I became so obsessed with it as soon as I saw this go on sale. I also purchased the Sun Saint Shimmer Mist. Not to be confused with the shimmering body oil. This mist is going to absorb into the skin. It leaves a very light, subtle scent and a little hint of shimmer as well. This is really beautiful for neck, chest, décolleté, for legs, arms, anywhere on your body if you're going out for an evening or perhaps daytime and you just want a light scent. Maybe you don't even want to wear fragrance that day. This is really beautiful, and that way when somebody gets close or you walk by, they just get a very slight whiff of your summery scent. Beautiful. Now let's talk about the notes because they're pretty simple and straightforward. The fragrance category is warm and spicy. There's a fresh burst of sea salt and lime right off the top, and then key notes include coconut, cashmere musk, and sandalwood, like relaxing on a remote beach. So let me go ahead and spray my little blotter. And I love the travel because it's a very fine mist. It truly does transport you to an island vacation. The bright citrusy pop you get from the sea salt and lime disappears almost immediately, and then you're left with a lot of coconut. So if you hate coconut, this is not going to be the fragrance for you. But if you love coconut, you will love this fragrance. And it's an adult coconut. You know, it's not like a body splash. It's not overly sweet because you have the musk and the sandalwood. So it elevates the fragrance. You know, it gives it some elegance. We don't have anything planned right now, but hopefully in the future we will have some sort of beach vacation or tropical trip, in which case I will absolutely pack this as my fragrance. It's so pretty. And it's also very calming and relaxing. I've actually sprayed this before bed. Just one spray, you know, nothing heavy, but I like to spritz it and then kind of walk through it and let it gently kiss my hair, kiss my skin. It truly makes you feel like you are laying out on a deserted beach. Not a care in the world. It's so stunning. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. Next I have Beach Walk by Replica. This is another fragrance that truly captures the season in a bottle. And I picked this up recently because I knew I wanted to create a summer fragrance video, and it just didn't seem possible to complete the list without Beach Walk. It's a fragrance that I've loved for a very long time, but I knew I finally needed to go ahead and purchase. It's so fresh and light. Beach Walk falls into the fresh floral category with key notes of bergamot, lemon, heliotrope, coconut milk, and musk. I'm going to spray my blotter. It's fresh. It's light. It truly feels like a beach walk. Oh, that is so nice. It's light, fresh, very feminine. It's not too sweet. You definitely get a burst of citrus, but it's not overpowering. I typically don't love citrus in my fragrances. I don't know why. It just makes me think of cleaning materials instead of something that I want to wear on my body. Generally, citrus notes disappear early on, but this is beautiful. From the beginning to end, gorgeous. It's very interesting trying this fragrance right after Sun Saint because that fragrance is very heavy on the coconut, and perhaps it's because it's coconut milk and not coconut that this is so light. It's barely detectable. Usually when I spray Beach Walk and I just apply it, I can smell a lot of the coconut, but right now all I smell is fresh. It's almost linen fresh, like clean sheets. I know most of us are not returning to an office, but when that does happen, I think this is a very office-appropriate fragrance. It's perfect for when you're running errands. I don't think it's a special occasion fragrance. This really is that perfect tried and true daily wear fragrance where you can just spritz it on with abandon and then get out the door. Fragrance number 3 is Casilli by Parfums de Marly. This is a great spring fragrance, a great summer fragrance, any of the warmer months. So I guess that sort of depends on where you live, but it's just a happy fragrance. You can tell by the bottle, this bright peachy shade. It just puts a smile on my face. It's so beautiful, incredibly luxurious. So this would be the first special occasion fragrance. It's considered a fruity floral fragrance with top notes of red currant, Bulgarian rose, transparent white flowers, a heart of plum, mimosa, plumeria, and petalia, base notes of sandalwood, tonka bean, and vanilla pod. Anytime a fragrance has vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, it's going to be amazing. Those are some of my favorite notes. Oh, I love Casilli. And tonka bean is one of those notes that actually makes your mouth water. You have a physical reaction whenever you smell tonka bean, which is why it's common in men's cologne. I love this. Now this is a head turner. People are going to stop you and ask you what you are wearing when you have Casilli on. And it is so smooth, very floral, slightly sweet, incredibly feminine. I think it would be tempting to wear this every single day. It's a niche luxury fragrance, so very expensive. The price point reflects that. So you may want to save it for special occasions. I think this would be a beautiful bridal fragrance. If you have some sort of special occasion, maybe it's just a date night, but maybe you have a brunch or I don't know, what special occasions do we have? Birthday, anniversary, whatever it is, if there's an occasion where you really want to wow, you're dressed up, you have your hair done, your makeup done, the whole 9 yards, chances are you're going to spray on a fragrance like Casilli versus Sun Saint, Beach Walk, which are beautiful, but they're really those fun, frisky summer daytime fragrances. Casilli has sophistication. Could be worn day, could also be worn evening. Next, I chose Creed Aventus for her. This is another niche luxury fragrance, so it's going to be pretty pricey, but it is very citrusy, it's very sexy, and there's something about that combination that just screams summer. This is also one of my most complimented fragrances. Every time I wear this out, somebody asks me, "What are you wearing?" Or somebody says, "Oh my gosh, you smell so nice." Every time. There's just something about it. And when I wear this fragrance, I cannot smell it on myself, but other people just go crazy for it. It is so good. It's a fresh floral fragrance with top notes of Egyptian green apple, pink berries, Indonesian patchouli, and Italian bergamot, middle notes of Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, Indian sandalwood, and musk. Base notes include sweet peach, cassis, lilac, and amber. Every time I spray this fragrance, it lingers for days. But I love it, so it's perfect. So nice. It is so fresh. It truly is a fresh floral, and I get a lot of citrus. I know I mentioned I don't typically love citrus. Maybe I have no clue what I like because I love this fragrance and I do smell the citrus. But there's something more to it than that. It reminds me a bit of the original Aventus for men, which is a wildly popular men's fragrance, such a sexy men's fragrance, which also has the bergamot, a lot of citrus notes right off the top. But this is just like that. It's so sexy. It makes my mouth water. It gives me that same reaction that I usually get when I smell a really sexy men's fragrance. I think this is perfect for daytime. This is a power fragrance. People are gonna stop you, they'll ask you what you're wearing. When I wear this fragrance, I feel like I have a boost of confidence. It's so beautiful. This next fragrance is a very unexpected new favorite. This is Dirty Lemon by Heretic. It's available at Sephora. This was sent to me complimentary, and the first time I sprayed this fragrance, I did not like it very much. I just knew it wasn't right for me. But it immediately dried down and it becomes something very soft, very feminine. And now I really enjoy it, but not only is it beautiful, I think it's really perfect for summer. Dirty Lemon is a fresh citrus fragrance with key notes of lemon peel extract, bergamot oil, and sandalwood. I know now not to be fooled by this fragrance, but when I smell this little bottle, it smells like straight lemon zest. Let me go ahead and spray. It makes me so curious. I wonder if their other fragrances are the same way, you know, if you have to give it a minute. Still smelling all of the citrus, which is nice. It's very clean, and I know some people love fresh citrus fragrances. I think you will really like this, but you just have to give it a minute. Let it work its magic. It takes about a minute or two, but it's no longer tart or sharp. It's just very soft and smooth. If your ideal summer scent is fresh, I highly recommend this. And if you're looking for something clean, I would check out Heretic. They had a couple that caught my eye. I think there's a Dirty Rose, a few other names that I cannot wait to check out in person. This is another new favorite. This was also sent to me complimentary by Sephora. This is from Maison Louis Marie. I'd never tried this fragrance brand before, but this is number 4 Bois de Balancourt. It's such an interesting fragrance, but I think it would be very pretty for evenings over the summer. It's a warm, woody fragrance with spicy cinnamon, nutmeg, sandalwood, vetiver, and amberwood. Usually when I hear those notes, I think of fall, winter fragrances, those warm, cozy, cuddly types of fragrances, but it's still very light, and actually, I think it's somewhat similar to Sun Saint. It's kind of strange that the notes are so different, and yet the two fragrances are kind of reminiscent of one another. It's as if Sun Saint is the day version, and this is like the evening version of Sun Saint. So let me go ahead and spray. This is also a clean at Sephora brand. I never knew. Oh, it's intoxicating, so sexy. It's not sweet, and it's not even incredibly feminine. I would have to look it up, but I feel like this could be a unisex fragrance. I think if my husband wore this fragrance, I wouldn't think twice about it. It's not super masculine either. It just kind of toes the line. It could go either way. And sometimes it depends on the person wearing the fragrance, and that can totally change your opinion. Like, I would wear this and I would feel very sexy and feminine, but I can still envision it on a man. Kind of earthy, kind of moody, which is why I consider this to be an evening fragrance. Yeah, it's just kind of natural, like of nature, which is why I think of summer. Next up, I had to grab Dolce & Gabbana Shine. This is a little piece of springtime carried over into summer, and really we didn't have much of a springtime. I purchased this fragrance right before all of the stores closed down, and I haven't really sprayed it that often. I haven't sprayed any of my fragrances that much, to be honest, the past couple of months. So I feel like it's only appropriate that this get a second chance for summer, and it is one of the happiest fragrances that I have ever smelled. Not a huge fan of this bottle, but the fragrance was so good that I just had to purchase it. It's a fruity floral with keynotes of mango, jasmine, and blonde woods. It is so yummy. It's just refreshing and invigorating. You smell it and you just kind of take this deep breath because it is so beautiful. You just want to fill your lungs with this fragrance. And it's kind of creamy and soft and sensual, yet daytime appropriate. I think you could wear this fragrance any time of day, any occasion. It's just beautiful. So elegant, incredibly feminine. This is not a unisex fragrance. This just screams femininity. It's kind of playful, sort of flirty. It's not overly serious and sophisticated, and I guess because that fruity note is mango, it does have a bit of a creaminess, so it's not too bright, it's not too crisp or tart, it's not too sweet either. You definitely pick up a lot of the floral notes right off the bat. I think it is that perfect everyday fragrance that still feels special. Last but certainly not least is the fragrance that I consider to be the quintessential summer fragrance. It is the scent of summer, no matter what. I don't care how long it's been around. It's never going to go anywhere because it truly captures the season. You know, it's kind of timeless, that endless summer in a bottle. I am referring to the one and only Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I think it is sort of wrong to create a summer fragrance video and not talk about Soleil Blanc. I do not have the fragrance, I just have the shimmering body oil. At some point I'll bite the bullet and I'll go ahead and purchase the fragrance. If nothing else, I'll get the little travel spray. But I do love a shimmering body oil. I live in Florida, so there are plenty of occasions, plenty of reasons for me to just douse myself. I'll spray this on my legs, my arms, neck, chest, décolleté, daytime, evening, doesn't matter. I do not discriminate. I will spray this any chance I have. It doesn't matter what you're doing, where you are, what you're wearing, what time of year. It simply transports you. And before you know it, you are somewhere cruising along the Mediterranean coast without a care in the world, just relaxed, pure summer. Soleil Blanc is categorized as warm and spicy with keynotes of bergamot, pistachio, and coco de mer. It is luxury, you can tell by the price point, but the shimmering body oil is only $100, which is pretty reasonable considering the 1.7 ounce bottle, the 50 ml, is $240. So even for the small size, that might be far more expensive than you are willing to pay. $100 is a little bit better. It's easier to swallow. But this scent, this I will spray. Just shot over there. Over the summer, when it's really hot, when you're doing a lot of outdoor activities, you might not want a heavy fragrance, or you might not want to spray an eau de parfum. You might prefer a shimmering body oil or a shimmer mist, something like that. It's going to give you a little subtle fragrance, but somebody has to be pretty close to you to pick it up. And that completes my list of favorite fragrances for summer. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you saw something interesting. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, your questions down below. I love hearing from you guys, and you have excellent taste in fragrances. So be sure to drop me a comment. Let me know your favorite summer fragrance. We will keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.